Tears of a cartel wife. Mia Flores begging for mercy from a federal judge today, asking for no prison time, even after admitting that she illegally spent a small fortune in drug money made by her husband Pedro, who turned on his boss, the ruthless drug lord known as El Chapo. While Pedro was away in jail, the money flowed. But tonight, the teary Ms. Flores is going to prison, the first sentencing in a lucrative laundering scheme funded by Chicago cartel profits. Mia Flores, who goes by a different name these days, Viviana Lopez, arriving at federal court Chicago to be sentenced for laundering drug money made by this man, her trafficker husband turned government informant, Pedro Flores. He was one of the infamous Flores Twins with his brother Margarito. They were a Chicago tag team for the Sinaloa cartel, owned and operated by Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, a billionaire and bloodthirsty drug lord, El Chapo now serving a life sentence himself. As the Flores twins flipped on Chapo, made secret recordings with the kingpin, and helped put him away, their wives became mini celebrities. Mia and Olivia Flores, branded as wives of the cartel, doing interviews and writing a book about being married into a drug mob. But with their husbands in prison, authorities say the wives got greedy, spending $869,000 on vacations, cars, clothing, private school tuition, and a new business startup, oddly, a cleaning firm. In court documents, the government asking that Ms. Flores receive at least a 9-year sentence, while she requested probation and strict home confinement. Judge Martin Cannelli deciding on 3.5 years in prison.
The judge obviously saw a sympathetic case here.
Our chief legal analyst and former Chicago federal prosecutor Gil Sofer tonight says Flores' sentence is no kiss on the cheek, and that Flores didn't help her case by making a spectacle of being a cartel wife.
None of that helped. Putting herself out there, making the most essentially of her fame as a cartel wife, that can only hurt at a sentencing before a federal judge. It almost certainly hurt here, too, although the biggest issue for her was simply she did not return the money that she was supposed to return.
Mia Flores to report to prison in October at 3.5 years behind bars. The cartel wife and money laundress is receiving a longer term than even El Chapo's wife, who was handed just 3 years. And Chapo's wife helped run his empire and aided his escape in 2014. Also sentenced today, Flores' aunt, who was brought into the scheme. She got 1 year in prison. The other cartel wife, Olivia Flores, is to be sentenced in late September. She can't be feeling very good tonight.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.